How's it going, everyone? Got quite a lot to cover in this video. Been talking a lot of the free-to-play market on the PlayStation 5, and next month is a big month for F2P releases. You have the first Descendant, which I am getting vibes of that game is going to be pretty freaking big, you guys, at least right out the gate. There's also another major free title coming to PlayStation 5, one coming from Hoyoverse. We'll talk that as well. A game I'm excited about that's coming later this year, Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. Guys, if you are not on the hype train yet, you better pack a lunch and jump on the hype train, because this game looks absolutely awesome. We'll talk about that and a bit of a PlayStation Plus update for the weekend. We'll talk that at the end of this video. But right off the top, the official Zenless Zone Zero Twitter account has announcing Zenless Zone Zero's pre-release special program. Dear Proxy, Zenless Zone Zero's version 1.0 pre-release special program, welcome to New Eridu, will air on June 28th at 19 o'clock. Follow the live stream channels. They have the Twitch, YouTube, X, and Facebook listed. The pre-release special program will be simultaneously broadcasted across multiple platforms, and the Zenless Zone Zero dev team will be on hand to share official release content with everyone. During the special program, aside from revealing new agents and official release rewards, there will also be reward drops including redemption codes, live stream prize draws, proxies. Don't miss out. See you next week. Zenless Zone Zero is one of the titles coming from the guys that made Genshin Impact as well as Honkai Star Rail. Those games have been wildly popular. Obviously, they target an audience that are going to be super into these games, and then outside of that, you know, I think people do like to meme on these games based on, like, how much money some people drop on them, but you get the idea. The game notes, Zenless Zone Zero is an all-new 3D action game from Hoyoverse that takes place in the near future with the world plagued by a mysterious disaster known as Hollows. Dual identities, a singular experience in the near future, a mysterious natural disaster known as Hollows has occurred, and a new kind of city has emerged in this disaster-ridden world of New Eridu. The last Oasis has mastered the technology to coexist with Hollows and is home to a whole host of chaotic, boisterous, and dangerous and very active factions. As professional proxy, you play a crucial role in linking the city and the Hollows. Your story awaits. Zenless Zone Zero is an all-new 3D action game from Hoyoverse, here to provide a thrilling combat experience. Build a squad of up to 3 and begin your assault with basic and special attacks. Dodge and parry to neutralize your opponents' counterattacks, and when they're stunned, unleash a powerful combo of chain attacks to finish them off. Remember, different opponents have different traits, and it would be prudent to use their weaknesses to your advantage. Immerse yourself in the unique style and music. Zenless Zone Zero is going to be one of those games that does have a pretty aesthetic presentation style. Zenless Zero has a unique visual style and design with its carefully crafted characters, expressions, and fluid movements. You'll find easily immersed in a fascinating world as you embark on your own journey, and various factions and stories entwine. Random play can operate without videotapes, and proxies can operate without agents. In New Eridu, customers from all walks will come knocking, so don't be fooled by their innocent and cute appearances, and don't be afraid of those who tower over you and look dangerous. Zenless Zone Zero is dropping July the 3rd. That is just a few days prior to the release of the First Descendant, so if you're into your free titles on PS5, you're going to be eating pretty good. I think First Descendant is going to be huge, and Zenless Zone Zero, you already kind of know the level it's going to settle at. The audience that's into these kinds of games, they're going to be super into it. We'll see how mechanically it differs from their other outings, as Honkai and Genshin are quite a bit different. But there you go with that. Expect more reveals coming next week. Moving on from that, a game that I am so pumped for and is quickly becoming one of my more anticipated games of the year, and I know I say that about a lot of games, like Black Myth and Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 are two games that you're gonna hear me say that about ad nauseum. And then you got Metaphor, you got Dragon Ball Spark Zero. I wouldn't say that, you know, fall of 23 and 2023 as a whole was pretty stacked, and, you know, 2024, I don't know if it's going to be as crazy, but man, am I excited for some of these titles. And Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 is one of those games that I'm incredibly excited about, and they have a brand new in-depth gameplay overview trailer going over a lot of the details of the game. The trailer is about 6 minutes long, and it showcases various gameplay aspects, and if you're into over-the-top action titles, man, Warhammer Space Marine 2 is going to give you exactly that. They note more missions, enemies, and weapons to release through free updates. Following the release on September the 9th, Space Marine 2 players will receive new operation missions and PvP maps, new enemies, and new weapons to fight with them through regular free updates for all players. Additional cosmetics and chapters will release as a part of the Season Pass with no microtransactions or in-game cash shop involving premium currency. So it'll be interesting exactly how they do roll that out. I know they said no microtransactions, but if you're releasing cosmetics, at a cheaper price point where they're buyable outside of the game store. Yes, I get that there's no in-game cash shop, but wouldn't that still be a microtransaction? Whatever the case may be, 40k Space Marine 2 looks great, and I did know that the game is coming out September 9th. Yes, the game is doing the nonsense. Advanced access, you guys. If you do buy the $100 Gold Edition, you will get 4 days ahead of full release. I should say, the Gold Edition on PC is $90, and the Ultra Edition is $100. So there's 2 editions. The $90 edition will get you 4 days of early, quote-unquote, early access. You also get the Chosen DLC as the pre-order bonus, and then you'll also get the Season Pass with the Gold Edition and the Ultra Edition. The Ultra Edition also includes the Ultramarines Champion Pack, so there you go with that. The game looks great. If you're a fan of, I would say, like, the older Gears of War games is what this really harkens back to me on, but man, does it look fantastic. And I think this is coming out at a time that, yes, there's a lot of competition, but at the same time, Black Myth is out August 20th, and I think by the time Warhammer Space Marine 2 comes out, an audience is going to be salivating for a game like this, and I think people are going to be pretty excited for it. So I foresee the game doing really, really well. Hopefully Saber and Focus Entertainment drop a banger here. Not a big fan of the early access gimmick. You guys know how I'm always going to feel about that, but what can you do? These things do happen in gaming, and it's becoming more and more commonplace. It's just, even if it's a game I'm super excited for, I still gotta be a little annoyed by it, you know what I mean? Lastly, I do want to note, if you are on PlayStation, there is going to be a free online multiplayer weekend without PlayStation Plus required. So from June 22nd until June 23rd, so tomorrow and Sunday, you'll be able to play all your games online without having PlayStation Plus. Really, let's be honest, you guys, it's probably how gaming should be, but you know, there's way too much money to be made with online pay-to-play, and once they've opened Pandora's box and people have become accepting of it, there's no turning back as far as that's concerned. The toothpaste is out of the tube. Sony, Microsoft, everybody involved will never forego the additional revenue that this generates for them. Like, Plus is a gigantic revenue generator, as much as it sickens me. It is what it is. And to be fair, Plus Essential has been quite good. It's just the online aspect. I remember Plus back in the day when it dropped in 2010. It was a great value back then, but you were just getting the games every month, and I remember we would perceive that to be a great value, and obviously they had to really win you over because the downloadable games were the only reason to sign up for Plus, so they had to drop quality months every month, and yeah, it was pretty good times back then, and game sharing was done a little bit differently. Let's just put it out that way. If you guys know, you know, but yeah, you could do some shenanigans. Let's just put it that way. Those days are dead and buried, but it is what it is. That's gonna do it for me again. Zenless Zone Zero getting a huge content update and reveal next week, the pre-release special program ahead of its July 3rd release. Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, guys, that's gotta be on your list of most anticipated games for 24. And if you want to play some games online and you don't have PlayStation Plus, you can do so tomorrow and the 23rd. That's gonna do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.